This video was created before Ash caught Dragonite in the Pokemon anime, so please bear that in mind. I mentioned no previous gen Pokemon in my predictions, but that could be a topic for a new video. Before we begin with this video, I have two small announcements. First off, I've made a TikTok account for the channel where I'll be making short top 5 videos and such a few times a week. So if you want to watch more videos from me but in shorter form, be sure to follow me over on TikTok. It'll be linked down below. Also, Friday the 15th of February, myself and a few PokeTuber friends will be hosting a Pokemon panel at Anime and Gaming Con in London Metropolitan University, of course located in London. The event runs from the 14th to the 16th, and having gone last year, I found it was a lot of fun. So if you want to come meet me and some friends, be sure to grab your tickets, which will be linked down below. Hey guys, PokeDan here. The Pokemon anime follows the adventures of Ash Ketchum and friends, and with every new region Ash explores, he builds a team of strong Pokemon who viewers fall in love with. For the Galar anime, a different approach was taken for this character, where he'll be travelling through all the regions, not just the one. And what Pokemon will feature on his team is pretty hard to determine right now, as it could be any Pokemon we've seen throughout the franchise so far. For this video, I wanted to explore the possibility of Ash's team if it were only the Galar region he travelled through in this series of the anime. So what that means is that hypothetically, if Ash were only to travel through this region, he'd miss all his adventures in the other regions, and I think he'd only use Pokemon from Galar too. Be sure to let me know down below what Pokemon you think would feature on Ash's Sword and Shield team, but with all that being said, let's get started with the video. So first up, we have Ash's starter Pokemon. In every region he travels, Ash always obtains one of these Pokemon, sometimes he even gets more than one of the starters. However, this time round, I only see him getting one, being Grookey. The reason why I don't see Ash having any of the other starters is because Scorbunny is a Pokemon on Go's team already, so it wouldn't make much sense with Ash having one. And as for Sobble, to me, it just doesn't really seem like an Ash Pokemon. I know that's not a very logical approach, but there are just some Pokemon that I don't really feel would match Ash's style, and Sobble's one of them for me. In terms of Grookey's personality, I think it'll be a funny Pokemon, just like others he's had before, but at the same time, Grookey would be really into battling, always wanting to progress. By the end of the series, I do see it being a Rillaboom. This is a Pokemon that kind of makes me think of Ash's Torterra not being the fastest or the nimblest on his team, but unlike Torterra, I think that upon evolving, this Pokemon will only become more relevant, being one Ash often relies on in battle. Up next is a certain type of Pokemon that Ash took a break from adding to his team in the Sun and Moon series, being the regional bird. However, this time I think Ash will give the Galar regional bird Rookidee a try. I don't think the way he acquires this Pokemon will really be a big deal, just like how he's caught his other birds in the past gens. It'll simply be a matter of, ooh, this Pokemon looks strong, I guess I'll catch it, and bam. Just like that, Ash will have a Rookidee. In the Galar series, I don't think it'll play a massive role, but it will turn into a strong Pokemon. Again, just like his other birds, I think Rookidee will evolve fully into Corviknight. And even though it will be strong, I think it'll mostly be used as the Pokemon who will scout for Team Rocket after they steal Pikachu. Even still, an awesome looking Pokemon like Corviknight is one that I'll happily see be added to Ash's team. Taking Ash's third team member slot is a Pokemon I think he'd capture completely by mistake, and that is Roly-Poly. Whilst in the Galar mines, I could imagine Ash accidentally stepping on this Pokemon after mistaking it for a rock or something like that. Of course, after being trampled on, Roly-Poly would react badly, attacking Ash, which he responds to without thinking by hurling a Pokeball at it. After catching Roly-Poly, Ash would apologise, with Roly-Poly accepting him as his friend. The way I'd personally want this Pokemon to work on Ash's team would be for it to be a lot like his Boldore, except stronger and with much more personality. Speaking of which, personality-wise, I believe this Pokemon would be quite hot-headed, easily getting mad, and this could be funny as when Roly-Poly would get mad, it would shoot embers from its body, scorching Ash each time. Eventually, I could see Roly-Poly evolving, but only once into a Carkol. I think this Pokemon would be a strong member of Ash's team and one that fans would instantly love. Taking the 4th slot on Ash's team, we have Toxel. Now I know that Ash has never had another electric Pokemon on his team apart from Pikachu, but let's be real, stranger things have happened in the anime, so I don't see this being a massive issue. Anyway, I see Ash being given Toxel as an egg from a daycare in one of those filler episodes, just like how he received his Scraggy. And I think his Toxel will be a bit of a crybaby at first, throwing tantrums whenever something goes bad for it. I think after some time though, Toxel will gain interest in helping Ash out in battle and it'll end up evolving into Toxtricity. In every region he travels, Ash always has one Pokemon that sticks out to the fans over the other members of his team. And what with Toxtricity's badass design, it definitely has the potential to take on this role. Pair this with some good development for the Pokemon and I think it could be one of Ash's most memorable. Another Pokemon I could see as a potentially great member of Ash's team is Clobberpuss. When I was first putting this list together, this Pokemon was one that I knew was making it on Ash's team for sure. Just like Grookey, Clobberpuss just looks like an Ash Pokemon. Again, there's no real logic as to why it does, but yeah, it just does to me. In terms of how it's caught, I can imagine a scenario where this Pokemon attacks Ash and friends whilst they're camping, wanting to fight Ash's strongest Pokemon, Pikachu. After losing the battle, Clobberpuss runs away but decides to follow Ash around for the next few episodes, and it would be attacking Pikachu every so often to attempt to claim its victory. Eventually, Clobberpuss decides to join Ash's squad to fight alongside Pikachu rather than against it, and I see Clobberpuss working out on Ash's team, kind of like how Weasel did. In terms of evolution, I don't see this Pokemon evolving because like we've learned from other Pokemon of Ash's in the past, you don't always need to evolve to be strong. So yeah, I think Clobberpuss would be a great addition. So, although Ash now has a full squad for his Galar adventures, I do think he could have one more Pokemon, and that is Duraludon. I don't know what it is about this Pokemon exactly, but I can just visualize Ash standing next to it in a tournament, screaming for it to use Flash Cannon. It feels like a powerhouse that could do well on Ash's team. And what with him having strong dragons in the past, Duraludon would be the perfect Pokemon to keep this trend going. In terms of its personality, I feel like Duraludon would be quite calm and quiet, but at the same time, if it needed to stick up for itself or any of Ash's other Pokemon, it easily could. Again, this is a powerhouse of a Pokemon, so it would only help Ash on his quest of becoming the champion. Bonus content. So as well as Ash, some other characters who travel through every region are Team Rocket. So let's talk about what Pokemon I could imagine Jessie and James catching. First up, we have Jessie, and I could see her adding 2 Galar Pokemon to her team. The first Pokemon of Jessie's in Galar will be Impidimp. I feel like Team Rocket would encounter this Pokemon when it steals food from them in an early episode of the anime. Instead of straight up capturing it, I feel like Impidimp will just cling on to this group for food, but eventually it will officially join their team when Jessie catches it. For its personality, Impidimp will be quite mischievous, and I feel like it's the right kind of Pokemon to assist Jessie in her attempts of catching Pikachu. I did say I could see Jessie with another Galar Pokemon, and that is Sinistea, who she'll have on her team alongside Wobbuffet and Impidimp. Sinistea would be quite a calm Pokemon, kind of like Jessie's Gourgeist from Kalos, and it'll be fairly strong, so Ash and friends better watch out for this Pokemon. Next up is James, and I could only see him having one Pokemon from Galar being Cramorant. Carrying on with the trend of James's Pokemon attacking him out of love, Cramorant feels like the best addition to this team. Whenever James would send this Pokemon into battle, it'd fly straight back into his face, trying to eat James's head whole. It would continue the funny trend that has already been established, and yeah, Cramorant feels like the right fit for James's team, and his head. But anyway guys, with all that being said, I hope you did enjoy the video, and if you did, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. Also, be sure to let me know what Pokemon you could see Ash catching in the Galar region down in the comment section. But with all that being said, for now, I've been PokeDan, you've been amazing, and I'll see you guys next time.